only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
Hey guys, Matt and Justin here. Do you like things that are funny? Do you like music? Do you like talk? Well, we've got it all on Good Morning You Drunks.
How do you feel about double middle fingers?
I don't like them, but I will accept them.
Oh, Monday nights, 8 p.m., Good Morning You Drunks, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
We promise we're not going to give you double middle fingers.
RadioFradio.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Ron Dale Martin Jr., and I gotta tell you, man, this Radio Free Radio thing is quite awesome. And since I spent all my money on steering wheel covers and Marlboros, I need you guys to donate $1 over at the Patreon. That site is patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. If you ain't heard about it, you need to get on over there and give your $1. On RadioFradio.com.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't teach that.
It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
That's all the voice you have. You are done.
Nah, man, I'm good.
Hey, just a question.
Uh-huh.
Why would the camera go out of focus now?
I don't know. Because everything hates us.
I'm going to do it manual. And
It's colder.
If it's blurry, forget it. It matches my... Hey, everybody's hashtag Wrestlepals.
Oh,
But
yeah.
It's a great way to start the show. It's just me bitching about just things. You know, things. There we go. Now you can see Justin, too. That's good. The sequel. Lozenge?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Sorry. I'm just talking. Hold on. I got to get into character. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have these giant headphones on. Luckily, I have this giant hood that just makes it look like my head's being transported around in a garbage bag. It's fantastic. Look at that. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Stole it from the largest Jawa I've ever seen. He was 8 foot. It's hashtag Wrestlepals. Hashtag Wrestlepal Justin.
That's me.
Gonna enjoy that voice as long as you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Outer Voices 24-hour broadcast on Saturday. Let's keep coming back. And
Yes.
Nature keeps telling us no. It keeps getting
Right.
cold. And I'm hashtag Wrestlepal cold. Hashtag Wrestlepal Nate. Yeah, it's fine. Look at you getting in frame. That's nice. Sweet. No, not too. Good. The white bounces off too. You're just holding up a big white block. We're not that. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Sorry, man. I'm shook. I ran in here last minute trying to cram on wrestling before we getting in here because usually on the weekends we get to pick it up. Hopefully you watched a little more than I did.
I
Watch
watched
the recaps and pray.
all of the wrestling.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, glad.
Except for 205 Live.
Let's not deactivate the camera.
No, please don't.
No.
I think people... you know what? People don't really enjoy seeing us anyway. It's okay.
I like me. Oh, you too.
I don't like me,
you're
so it's fine.
You're okay.
Oh, man.
You know what? I'm just gonna go straight. Usually I save that for the second hour. Screw it. We're going right to that business because only one of them's on SmackDown. Sorry, Justin.
So let's start with SmackDown because we did get to talk a lot about SmackDown last week.
We went all Fastlane, leading us all into Raw, because Fastlane was what Fastlane was.
Yeah,
rough. And then we had to. Fastlane was pulling the Band-Aid off. Raw was okay. Let's triage this mess.
Yeah.
And let's get us heading to WrestleMania. So we had to address those two in great detail.
Yeah, and I mean to that respect, we do have to apologize. We were bad fans last week. We were bad fans. I'm
a bad fan every week.
No, we're very forgiving, and as a fan, you need to be. And last week we weren't. But I feel like Fastlane didn't deserve our forgiveness. I feel like we gave it what it deserved. We talked about it like we didn't give it a pass just because.
Usually anytime I'm mean and nasty, I give it a week and then come back and I'm like, man, that was unwarranted and undeserving.
Yeah.
I feel fine with our analysis.
Yeah, I think we were pretty spot on for the most part.
We gave the benefit where it was due. And yeah. where we attacked is where it was necessary.
Yeah.
Not that it was necessary, like they're listening. But
I don't know, man. You seen them microphones?
What?
You seen them microphones?
Yes, I saw those microphones. Not these microphones.
No, not these ones.
No,
it's like that other ones.
Again, Justin, that doesn't mean that they're watching this show. That means that they're watching Gaming It. Whatever the hell y'all do.
$1 billion company, and they're buying $30.
Which of vid games?
Why are they buying $30 microphones that they don't even use?
They were on sale for $17. They probably bought just a ton of them. They're lined up in the back with all those monitors from the 80s.
Yeah.
The black and white monitors, the big giant like canister looking ones. They look like soda machine canisters. Just pick them up and then you're just stocking up on $17 microphones. For mics? No, for set dressing.
For set dressing.
They even had little cords coming out of them like they were plugged into things.
Yeah, they weren't. Those were going nowhere.
We see the laugh mic. We know. We
ain't stupid.
No, we are stupid. We bought the mics and we're trying to use them. And it's like, noise gate.
So
meanwhile, their audio engineers are like, throw that junk away. Here, put the $700 lapel mic on. No, pull out the $900 lapel mic.
I was talking to Matt about lapel mics, and he's like, breathing problems. It's like, okay, understood.
He's got a point.
Yeah, understood.
Have we done that before?
Lapel mics?
I think me and Matt may have on something.
Oh, really?
Maybe in the TV show stuff. I'm just like, cool, I'm mic'd. What? It's like, cool, man. I'm glad the audio guy just listened to me breathe heavy for the entire day. That's cool.
Word.
Hey, it's his fetish, I guess. I don't know, man. If he got off on it, that's cool. Whatever, man. Enjoy.
So if you listened to last week's show, or if you just haven't had a chance to sound off about Fastlane, or you want to talk about anything that's happened in the week of wrestling, 757-525-3276 is the phone number. Tweet us at Wrestlepals RFR, or use the hashtag Wrestlepals, and we will find you.
Justin will find you.
So SmackDown. Forklift? Where do you fall on this?
Well, usually underneath. Whenever I fall, it usually tends to go down.
Right, and then it pins you
Forklift.
down.
I'm fine with forklift. Come on, man. This is what. We're talking about the Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose build up.
Right.
And,
which they did over a course of a couple segments, by the way.
Oh, my God. Why am I forgetting his name?
Jim?
Who is Dean Ambrose supposed to have been fighting and losing?
Oh, Kurt Hawkins?
Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins put himself out tweeted out like a render of himself with the IC belt. That made me very happy. He's like, hey, man, Dean keeps losing to me. Maybe disqualification. Maybe he doesn't make it to the match, but whatever. He's in contention. Yes.
Yeah.
I love those dumb little things. I feel bad that I forgot Kurt Hawkins' name.
It endears you to the character, though. Because he's trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that...
Bottom card heel. You've got to be sneaky and stupid.
Yeah.
And I love it. Well done.
It's the same thing that put Miz on the map when he was feuding with Cena.
Because he's always doing something.
Yeah. So good for you, Hawkins, making something out of nothing.
I almost bought a cane.
Like a...
No, not the demon.
Like a mask?
Not the demon. No, that's too on the nose as far as like with it masks. I want stuff that people like only maybe recognize.
Yeah, like...
I'll leave him back there.
Okay.
We're fine.
Yeah,
It's great.
You've made a lot of appearances lately.
If you recognize that mask, I love you. That's it. That's all it is to it. If you've worn that mask, I love you even more.
So, Ambrose and Corbin. Ambrose is supposed to wrestle Hawkins. Comes out. Actually, firstly, Hawkins has a little bit of promo time.
And Dean Ambrose cowardly runs away from Hawkins. Yes.
That's how you want to look at it.
Yes.
He comes out and levels him. on the outside of the ring.
Pre-match like a coward.
Pre-match.
Like a coward would.
Pre-match, gets in, and he's like, all right, so I know this guy's not coming down to fight me.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to come find him. And Baron Corbin comes up on the screen and says, Dean, I'm not going to fight you because I don't fight for free, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
God, man, Corbin is...
We're getting another well-built monster.
Yeah, dude. And another...
And he's on SmackDown, so he probably won't get ruined.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
And
Sorry.
also a nice story
Yeah.
for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
Where these guys aren't fighting every week.
And that's what's been beautiful about it, and that's what I hope they keep going. And I have faith that SmackDown will do this. That will keep this going to WrestleMania. They're not going to touch. They're not going to be in the ring. They're not going to be in a mixed mixed match tag.
Yeah, random tag that.
Like, hey, these two are feuding. These two are feuding. Let's put them in opposing tag teams. Nah, man.
I'm
They're
not-
not going to touch till WrestleMania, and it's great.
I'm not against that happening, by the way. But like, if you have a story like this that's already building so well, don't fuck with it that way. Just keep them out of the ring. Like, let them have these backstage, backstage brawls. Let them have these. And honestly, I'd like to see some kind of like a street match or a false count anywhere. I'd like to see a stip.
It would be match. It'd be fun, and you know what? That's a good place for it. It doesn't get in the way of the story. It in fact, it pushes it forward. It advances the storyline.
You could say it lifts.
Yes,
like a forklift might.
It forklifts the. I got a question.
I might have an answer.
As far as television, well, it's opinion, so you're allowed to have an opinion.
Okay.
Are they allowed to do kidnappings on TV anymore? I don't think they're going to do kidnappings. But, I mean, if this was 94, Corbin would throw Renee over his shoulder and run off.
I honestly thought
I'm saying we got
something like that.
We've got this shark cage. Who's going to go in it?
He said, I'm going to take everything from you. And, the initial thought is obviously the Intercontinental Championship. We've got a couple weeks until WrestleMania.
Don't touch. Don't let him touch. Let him just ominously menace Renee if he can't kidnap her. I'm not in favor of kidnapping. I'm not a big kidnapping fan. More on kidnapping later because, believe me, we have more kidnapping talk today. Once we get back around to the WrestleMania card. Continue.
So I think that something like that could happen. Maybe not necessarily a kidnapping, but staring menacingly at her backstage or threatening her. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, no.
You've reached #WrestlePals.
Hi, this is Zach.
It's #WrestlePals. Oh, wait. Are you going by Zach?
Yeah, I'm going by Zach. Let's go by Zach.
Okay.
That means he's allowed to hurt us. It's his job. Oh, no.
I just wanted to call and also give love towards the Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose situation.
Isn't it being wonderfully done?
It is. I'm behind Corbin getting a higher mid-card push. I think Dean is proving himself to be a swell main eventer, if you will. And I think I also agree that the WrestleMania match shouldn't be a one-on-one thing. It should be like a no disqualification.
Now, let me ask you this. So last year, Dino wrestles Brock Lesnar in, what was it, just a no DQ, right?
Yeah.
So do you get the feeling that this should be the match that should have been?
Yeah, because, it really didn't make sense for last year to do it. They just did it because they knew, okay, well, Dean's a tinier guy, so he needs some kind of weapon to fight Brock, where this year it's more, these guys aren't going to be able to have a match. Like, I can see on SmackDown, Dean just being finally fed up and they give them a match on SmackDown and the match doesn't even start. They just fight outside the ring the entire time. And then Dean or Daniel Bryan's like, you know what, you guys are going to have an unsanctioned street fight, Jack, because this ain't going to happen.
It's not a bad way to build into it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Or Kennel from Hell match. Let's go.
Oh, God. Either way. Column A, column B. Yeah, but
either way.
Put him in the back of the truck. We're going for a Road Wild match. Here we go.
I just feel like I feel like this could finally unleash the Dean that we've been waiting. Like, now, don't get me wrong, Dean's been awesome. Like, I've really enjoyed Dean, but like, I still feel like we haven't got that Dean, the Dean that was promised to us last year at WrestleMania. Like,
well, you keep getting told that he's a lunatic fringe, and pretty much all he is a goofy kid.
Right.
Like, give us the guy that's like, okay, like you said, if Corbin. Well, he said kidnap Renee just a second ago.
I'm pro-kidnapping. Where do you stand on kidnapping?
I'm fine with kidnapping as long as it ends with Renee dying, and then when they're at the funeral, Corbin steals the coffin.
Oh,
You're just all about some Big Show and Al Snow today.
Mysteriously a chain on the end of it. The
Look,
stupid
I'm
motorcycle
just making
peels
Corbin
off.
the new boss man.
Okay.
But on the real, I just feel I think you can do at least stalkery with
Yeah, exactly.
Renee,
Yeah.
and then maybe even like lock her door.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I definitely think if you get through that, Dean should be a vicious SOB after that.
He doesn't have that. I feel like he was almost kind of crippled by having the world title when he first came over to SmackDown. He was the standard bearer, so he couldn't be but so crazy. He's going to be the top of the card. He's going to be the merch seller. He's going to be the one that, hey, all the kids are looking up to him. Oh, he put on the clean shirt, Dean. Maybe, don't bite someone's face. Maybe wait a minute. But now that he's a little down the card, I feel he's freed up to be just good goddamn nuts.
Well, I definitely think he's at the point where you have to give him something new because we're about to get through WrestleMania. So if we make him a little more nuts going into what I'm just going to say season 2 of SmackDown, it gives him play to either be face or heel, and that could carry him back to the world title, whoever has it, whether it be good or bad. He can stalk that time. Now he's kind of the real loose cannon, which we want.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, speaking on last year's WrestleMania of Dean and Brock, I also want to put it out there because I know you're a huge Brock guy. I'm not running down that match. It was a fine match. It just wasn't what I was hoping for. What were your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I just rewatched it and I was not a fan. I mean, I'm not knocking both guys. I know Dean's been on record where he said Brock was training for his UFC match, so he wasn't 100% in.
Right.
But I mean, when you watch it, it's just like, it's a couple of kendo stick hits, it's the standard suplexes, and then it's a F5, and that's the match. And it's like, I feel like you guys really did some build-up for this match when it doesn't deserve where it was placed, if that makes sense. Like, you gave me a Judgment Day match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there was no payoff. Like, it was... Right. I felt like Dean was doing a lot of great work leading up to it, and we were supposed to get this psychopath, and it just... And again, I don't think it's his fault. I think... And I don't fault Brock either. Brock wrestles Brock matches. I think it ultimately falls on the matchup. The matchup was no good, and I think they just kind of threw them together just because, hey, Brock's got nothing. Hey, Dean's got nothing. Hey, let's put them together.
You know what? You just hit the nail on the head. That's exactly how it felt. It was like, okay, we got two big guys that we need to have on this card, and we're not going to put them in the Battle Royal, so let's go ahead and give them both something to do. Where, okay, you gave me that, so where was Dean's payback? So was it just, okay, this one match and Dean realized, oh, Brock's too big, I can't fight him.
Yeah.
You know, he just never got any kind of revenge out of this situation. So, and I mean, that's standard WrestleMania cards to me now. It's like, okay, well, we're going to get, for instance, this year, we get Roman versus Undertaker. Let's pretend Roman wins the match. Let's just go ahead and, because that's a very, very high possibility.
It's a very real possibility.
If Roman wins the match, then it's a one and done because Taker's just going to be like, good job, kid, knuckle on the chin and walk away.
This is your yard now. You're the big dog. You're the real,
Right. But then let's go with so let's say they let Taker win. And then does Roman go after Taker or does Roman just move on? But I feel like that's the kind of card they set up now. It's like, okay, we're only going to get one matches out of these guys. Let's do this. Let's go this route. Just like Goldberg and Brock. Yeah, they've faced each other at Survivor Series if you wanted to call it a match. But technically, really what we're getting is this WrestleMania match for hopefully Brock to get his win back.
Yeah. And
does Goldberg ask for a rematch? Or I'm so confused, guys. I just don't know how we're going to get there.
Well, yeah, and it's I feel like it falls more on Raw. Like you just mentioned the 2 Raw matches that it's like, you know, yeah, I have an excitement for them, you know, it's Brock and Goldberg. Like I was excited at the way the match came out at Survivor Series because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it was different. They don't do this often.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So like I was actually for once, you know, both surprised and happy. Usually I can usually I can find a way to come away happy, but it's rare that I come away both surprised and happy. But this is just for Lesnar to get his win back, which is again is fine. I feel like the title ultimately needs this lineage of because, you know, unfortunately for Owens, like it was just dead in his hands. And again, that's not his fault. It's just
when the next guy takes it off. When the next guy takes up the title, you know, they get to say, "Oh, this rich history: Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar."
Yeah.
They need those. You have to attach a name to them sometime, and this is the time to do it.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, like I feel like they had a plan when Finn was around, and since that got halted, they didn't really have a strong like story for the Universal Championship. I mean, they put all their eggs in the Goldberg-Brock feud for the past 8 months, but I felt bad for Owens because I mean, like he went out there, he tried his hardest, him and Jericho, and I mean, like I'm glad they're going to have a one-on-one match at Mania, but like for being champion, they really just. It felt like CM Punk run when he was World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown.
It's very, totally.
I know we went off track here. I'm sorry.
No,
Corbin,
it's fine.
He's amazing.
He is. Since we're there, like I know when we were still doing YWS, you were souring on Jericho. What's your thoughts on Jericho on this run?
I got to be honest, this is probably my favorite Jericho since his initial 2000 run.
Right.
Like, that first 2 years of Jericho were great, and then ever since last, like, I would even say when he started feuding with Dean, like, I just feel like ever since he's come back, A, he feels like he really likes the product, and B, like, he's putting so much energy in this character. It's not just, oh, I got 3 months from doing Fozzy stuff, so I'm going to come do my greatest hits and leave.
Exactly.
It's more so, okay, I'm coming back and doing a run. And to be honest, like, I get that it's the U.S. title, but cool. Fucking you earned that U.S. championship because now going into WrestleMania, you're in a title match, and I'm more invested in you fighting this guy.
And it's the biggest he's felt in a long, long time. Like it's
yeah, and he's to be honest, he's earned the face reaction that he's getting.
Yep.
Not it's the Chris Jericho comeback, let's pop for him, and then a month later everybody's dying down on him. It's more, oh man, I love the Drink It In Man and the variations, and like he's killing it.
There's a weird depth to the love that he's getting right now because it's the character and all the mannerisms. People are loving that, but then there's also that respect underneath, and it's the most heartfelt cheering he's ever gotten.
Yes,
and he's earned it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I mean, honestly, I know me and Justin have always said, like, the past few years has been, like, the best roster. Yeah. But I legitimately think not only is it the best roster, it's the best the roster is performing.
Yes.
Like, if you look at Kevin, you look at Corbin, Miz. I mean, Miz now is probably my second favorite heel going on.
Now, just real quick, a year ago, we watched the Rumble at your house, and we had
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful was there, and he be a huge Miz fan, and he goes, he's the best heel in the business, and we all laughed in his face. Boy, did Miz have an incredible 2016 to shut us up. Like, he was awesome.
No, completely. Like, when he said that, it's like, okay, we get it. You're a fanboy. It's cool. But ever since his wife came into town and they got split to SmackDown, Miz took advantage of the split. He said, you know what? These guys are going to look at me as the number one heel on this show. And don't get me wrong. Like, if you don't look at AJ, because AJ is such a tough thing because he is loved and hated, where Miz is complete hate, but like you just want to watch him do his thing. And like, I know people will look down at the WrestleMania match of the mixed tag or whatever, but let me tell you, tell me those like the Talking Smack shows where Miz is just cutting the promo of Dear Lord on Cena.
I've got to ask you, because first of all, I think that Talking Smack has been the most amazing thing for him. When I see Miz on Talking, oh, there goes my voice finally. When I see Miz on Talking Smack,
I'm here, Nate.
I love you, sir. When I see Miz on Talking Smack, I immediately think of like those NWA Ric Flair promos. Like, if you could just put Miz in front of the curtain and just let him go goddamn insane. It's the parallels between the two. Just like watching Ric Flair interviews and then going and watching Miz. It's like, there's something special here.
It's top notch. I'm better than you heel. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, like, I get that you have to go to the network to watch the show, but they should really feature it more like on TV so people can get a grasp on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're probably getting 1 million people to watch it, maybe a little less, but honestly, that, like you said, watching those shows are putting the characters over. If you don't get a lot of time to speak on the 2-hour show, here's your format. Like, it's ingenious. These guys really got it down, let me tell you.
Talking Smack is the reason why I care about Baron Corbin. Like, you know,
agreed.
until he starts showing up there, it's like, you know, okay, he's the guy with the weird stomach. Okay, cool.
And Talking Smack, like,
Well, he did.
oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that, like, when Corbin was there at the beginning, like, he just won the Battle Royal, you put a mic in front of the guy, he said, like, 4 words, and let me tell you, he stuttered 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, like, to be like, look, you need to get out there, you need to cut these promos, you need to find your character and your voice and really start getting used to having a microphone in your face. Like, don't get me wrong, NXT helps, but there's only so much they can do when they take the shows. But this is like, okay, dude, you're going out weekly to talk your ass. Go do it and become better. Like, is he main event yet? No, God, no. But is he on the verge of becoming like one of Vince's guys? I think so. I think he could, in a year's time. I would not be surprised to hear Baron Corbin's going for the WWE title.
I completely agree. And how about your man's Luke Harper?
Let me tell you about this guy, Luke Harper, okay? The best thing to happen to him is this getting out of the Whites thing. And I mean, I know he doesn't have a place right now really determined at Mania,
right.
But I'm going to be honest. The man is a workhorse and deserves everything in the world to him. Like, when they do the next draft or whatever, you will see him have a prominent role on whichever show he's on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just too good at his job.
Do you think, because we've got SmackDown tonight, do you think we could see a Wyatt triple threat for the championship? Because that's what I've been calling for.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, the fact that it's Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, that's your big one-on-one match.
Mm-hmm.
To not put Luke in the match as a triple threat, it would be a shame because you don't have the other goat face dude. Like, this is the closest thing to Eric Rowan. Sorry.
Right. Rowan's been cleared. There's still
I
time.
mean, I get that he's cleared, but we're not going to exactly be like, all right, guess what? You get to be in
Yep.
this man.
You're there.
It's a
But
kickoff. It's 4:30 in
this
the afternoon. Go out there and fight, spooky dudes. Have fun in the daytime, you dicks.
Oh, hey, it's WrestleMania. Go out there and lock on a hold on Harper because he looks lost. No, but I feel like this is the closest version of the Wyatt exploding that we'll get. Because really, Eric, as much as I do like him, he should stay with Bray. And if he hopes Bray retains the title, like if he just shows up to Mania and costs Randy the title, cool. That's kind of awesome.
Have you seen any of the weird videos that Rowan's been putting out?
No, I have not.
This is like some weird, just deep level stuff here. That it's just theorizing thing. It's like you can't think that wrestling is this deep, but maybe they are. Who knows? And I like that I don't know. It makes me very happy. But Rowan's been putting out these videos where it's like he's like out in the woods and he's like digging something up, and then there's another video of him carrying a body bag just in the dark alley somewhere, and then he's just hiding the body somewhere else. And then people have been theorizing, what if he moved Sister Abigail without Bray knowing? And then that's the whole thing. It's like, oh, he's still got his power. Oh, blah, blah. And then it's just fantasy me is like, oh yay! And then I don't know, makes me happy.
No, I think that's a very awesome idea, and you know what? If he did move the body and whatever, I mean, it's time to bring the girl back, like bring the girl in. Okay. So, like, not just a dead body, he's resurrecting this girl. And by the way, if we resurrect a girl, we can kidnap a girl.
Yay!
I think so too.
So
if you're going to resurrect a body, kidnapping is A-okay in my book.
So fantasy casting there for Sister Abigail. You got anybody in mind that you think would be fun for that?
Samoa Joe. I don't
know. Very good. He looks good in the dress.
I mean, to be honest, I don't want any NXT girls to be Sister Abigail because that's just weird.
Yeah.
Well,
but
the two that popped to mind to me, they signed Heidi Lovelace and Kimberly down there. Heidi Lovelace,
sure. Give me one of them, Nate.
She's
you
nuts.
Seem excited about
I'm always excited.
He's pretty much always excited. Yes, that's true.
Yes, he is.
Sorry,
but guys, I'm going to run. Thank you for letting me chat with you for a little bit.
Thanks for calling. It's great to hear from you.
It gave me an excuse to put a Zach Hilton graphic up on the screen. Makes me happy.
Boom. Good enough. I love it.
Love you, sir. Have a great day, man.
Be good.
We'll talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Hilton on the line.
That's right. If you got a picture somewhere on the web, I will put it on the screen.
I believe Fredo was trying to call in, and
I've got pictures of him.
Fredo, if you
some very compromising ones.
If you're still there, you can give us a ring. So we covered a little bit. There he is. Covered a little bit of ground there. Let's bring in Alfredo Torres.
I wonder if he gets mad that I used the cartoon version of him.
Fredo.
We covered a little bit.
Dude.
Hold on. I gotta
turn down your radio. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Is this a bit? Is this a new bit? He's doing the bit.
I didn't expect you guys to answer so quick. I was listening to the compelling radio that was you guys with Zach.
What? How crazy was that? That was great to hear from him, huh?
It was. I saw him hanging around, watching the videos. I was like, and when I called, originally no one answered. I was like, what the hell's going on? And when I listened, Zach was on. I was like, oh my God. They're getting the band back together.
So we've been running down last week's SmackDown leading into this week's SmackDown. Did you see SmackDown last week?
I did, with the exception of whatever happened between AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. I didn't see that part. I don't know if that came in Talking Smack.
Yeah, that was Talking Smack.
That was like after Talking Smack. This is like way behind the scenes. It's beautiful. Yeah. AJ Styles is the only sane man on that roster. Everybody else is goddamn crazy. Randy Orton's burning shit down. Bray Wyatt's a spooky man. Ellsworth thinks he has a girlfriend. It's amazing. AJ's the only sane person there.
What I love about AJ Styles is that
his hair.
That too, man. As a bald guy, I'm so jealous of that hair.
It's beautiful.
Really. But what I love about him is that he's cocky, but he has this this sense of I don't know how to put it. He's cocky, but by the same token, he goes up against these guys.
He's got every tool to back it up.
Yeah, he's got every tool to back it up, but he still shows that. I mean, let's be real. A guy the size of Styles against a guy the size of Cena, or against some Luke Harper, and anybody that size, he should be fearful.
Yeah.
You know, and he shows it, but then he's got the tools so that when he gets the hand up on him, he lets that cockiness come out. Like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm whipping your ass. You get your ass beat by a little guy, you know.
Yeah. And he can wrestle with all of them. Like,
dude, he can make anybody look good.
In back-to-back weeks, I saw him wrestle Luke Harper and Randy Orton. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, 2 matches I had no idea I wanted to see.
I want to see him with everybody.
I want to see him wrestle everybody.
Except Shane McMahon.
I do.
No.
I want to see him. I need to go back and look at the matches with Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
I hope that last Ellsworth match is exactly how the Shane match goes. Just go in, punch, pin.
But I want to see how he can even make Ellsworth look good.
Well, I mean, you know, that's in part because of Dean Ambrose, but that's you know, a sum of all parts.
But yeah, that was a complex little machine to work within, and he made it look good.
Didn't he though?
But
Hogsworth.
You go back and you look at the Shane matches, man. What do you remember from the Shane matches?
Big falls, big suplexes.
You talking about back in the 90s?
Yeah. Every time Shane because Shane isn't like Mr. WrestleMan, but he's, you know, time for a spot. Send the boy out there. Go get him, Shane. And look at him dance.
What I remember about Shane is that he had a lot more ability than he should have based on his position.
He's in tremendous shape right now.
He's the son of the owner, and he hanging around with the Mean Street Posse, but he had ability.
Pete Gas going to Hall of Fame.
You know, like if his last name wasn't McMahon, he could have really, gone on and done some stuff as a wrestler.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up Mean Street Posse pictures now.
That silence made me wonder, like, if you guys would give me that look, like, are you fucking crazy?
No, I mean, I agree, but, like, I mean, he did, really. Like, I look at the name he's wrestled. He's wrestled Kane. He's wrestled Kurt Angle. He's wrestled X-Pac.
Undertaker.
That Kurt match is the one that gives me hope. But, I mean, that ended up being very, let's go throw him through some stuff kind of deal. So, and if anybody can get a good match out of somebody, it's going to be AJ Styles.
Right.
But what if Shane doesn't fight?
What if he has, like, an avatar?
What if he has somebody come in and work for him?
What if it's...
Nah. I don't...
What if they...
You know what?
I'm sorry. I had, like, a weird fever... Not a fever dream. I had a fantasy about... Shane goes... All of a sudden you hear violence.
Yeah.
And you get AJ Nakamura in WWE at WrestleMania.
I mean, if...
It ain't happening anyway.
No, the chances of that are slim. Mm-hmm. It's a pipe dream. But I'm into it, clearly. I want to see Nakamura versus Styles at WrestleMania.
I don't think that would go over well here.
Fredo's got a point there.
Look, you're looking at American audiences, and the reality is American audiences have never favored people from overseas.
But man, you're leaving out. This is WrestleMania. That's a global audience.
Okay, but
WrestleMania is global,
right? But after WrestleMania, what are you going to do with him?
I think he's going to do just fine. He's doing well in NXT.
I think if you're going to bring him up, you got to bring him up at something like SummerSlam, where you can build him to an American audience, and then hit him up on WrestleMania next year. But to bring him up now, I don't think American audiences, without a proper build-up, would care after WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania might be too big of a stage to throw that, but that big stage of like the SummerSlam, that could be the thing to endear him immediately with the people that aren't as familiar with them.
SummerSlam, Survivor Series, something like that, where you build them up for a little bit before you give them the big stage, because you got to be able to do something with them after SummerSlam.
Right.
You think the world audience is great, but but then you got to put them back in the next pay-per-views, and again, I mean, you don't even have to look at the Japanese guys. Look at the Mexicans, and the luchadors when they come in. One or two might be able to make it, but the rest of them get shoot out quickly.
Yeah. And
even people who play up on their European status, one or two might be able to get in, but then the rest get shoot out quickly. And think about who's the last major Japanese star or Asian star to make it. Justin Liger.
Just good old Justin Liger. Justin, you're going in front of the green screen at the end of the show now. We're putting belts all over you. It's going to be amazing.
Word.
What do you? What?
Justin Thunder Liger.
But I mean, seriously, the great. I'm trying to think of who would be the last one
that's made that transition.
Yeah, to a major level.
Because there's been so much hope for a lot of guys. Like I loved when like Taka Michinoku came over originally,
right?
But then let's just shove him in Kaientai. Oh, here's Funaki. Let's get him over on just saying Dean.
Right.
I always loved Tajiri, but I always think of him more as ECW than as WWE. And,
what did Tajiri do after ECW?
That's the point.
I mean, in ECW he was amazing.
Yeah.
But ECW was they're the outlier.
Well, ECW treated him like a wrestler. And I feel like WWE is like, well, you got to be a character first, so let's make you silly. Like, oh, man, damn it.
Now, ultimately, I agree with you. But the thing I feel like that's different with Shinsuke Nakamura, number one, if you're bringing him in versus AJ Styles, that means you're bringing him to SmackDown, which I have complete and total confidence in SmackDown to, number one, let Shinsuke Nakamura be Shinsuke Nakamura, which is charismatic and hard-hitting in the ring. And number two, that they'd handle him with care, that if they were going to bring him up, they already have a plan for him. They already know where they're going with him. Again, ultimately, I agree with you. I don't think we're 3 weeks out from WrestleMania. I don't think if his name isn't already in the hat, I don't think it's happening.
Right.
And I don't think it's smart. But that just doesn't.
I don't think it's smart to have anybody fight for Shane. I think part of what makes SmackDown great is that when you start to involve the McMahons and corporate whatever, even though Shane isn't like the rest of them, he's still corporate. Mm-hmm. He's still a McMahon.
Right.
And what I like about him is that he doesn't get anybody to fight his battles. He'll go in and fight his own,
Such a weird thing about the McMahons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't get a Triple H, I'm going to call up Samoa Joe. I'm going to call,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring in this person. I'm going to bring in that person to be my enforcer. With McMahon doesn't need Shane doesn't need an enforcer. He goes out there and handles his own business, win, lose, or draw.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he would bring anybody in. And again, the majority of of American fans, the casual fans, have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah, I was actually starting to talk with about it with Justin before we logged on here about what is the difference between SmackDown and Raw, and I'm starting to think Raw might not be for the hardcore wrestling fan.
Oh no chance.
Raw is supposed to. I think Raw is supposed to be the spectacle show, the carnival barker to bring you in. And hey, look at all these 7-footers. They're all dancing around and being ridiculous and wrestling. Whatever. Look at the storyline. Oh, also here's some comedy. Here's some drama. Here's some ultra violence. And hey, look, more big dudes. Isn't it amazing? And here's history. Let's bring out all this history. And now that you're in, you like wrestling? Go over and watch SmackDown. 205 Live. You're gonna love it. NXT. Fantastic stuff. Go to the network.
Yeah.
All kinds of things. And I'm starting to think Raw might not be for us as wrestling fans, but there's still a lot there for us. And when you have something like SmackDown, because if we had just Raw, we'd probably be more into it.
Possibly.
But we've got
I mean,
SmackDown over there, which is just
after Raw last night, and the treatment of Mick Foley at the end. I really think I'm done. Like, I'm really, really done.
They make you
with
sad.
Raw. Huh. Well,
the bad guys did bad things.
Huh?
The bad guys did bad things.
No, just I think there's a certain. I'll put it this way. During the Attitude Era, they did it with Briscoe and Patterson, and I was never a fan of it. Okay, it's the shitting on a legend. And the making them look stupid, the making them look ridiculous, the making them look weak and pathetic because they're old.
Right.
I don't like that. I really, really don't. As a guy who was watching wrestling since literally since 1970, literally,
right.
I have this love and this reverence for its history, and one of the things I like about SmackDown, and I agree with you in that SmackDown is more for a wrestling purist than a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I like about it is that I don't see them. I see them building on the legacy of wrestling without having to tear down its past.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Totally.
I think that falls more into that argument of that whole Raw isn't for the wrestling fans, the people that revere it. They're gonna be the spectacle, and that's
right.
Okay, but man, yeah, sometimes it's gonna hurt your feelings, and yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, and I feel like that's been like the whole Mick character since he's come back. But it looks like we're gonna be without the Mick character. He's going in for that hip surgery, so I mean, hopefully he'll be more mobile and he'll have a better quality of life afterwards. But have you heard the rumors straight up?
I think the setup yesterday was for him to get fired.
Yeah. I thought for sure he was going to come out and be like, "I choose to fire me."
Yeah.
And but so a little bit of redemption, standing up for himself. But yeah, ultimately he's just he's going to beat his ass. Here we go.
Well, it was they used it to move the Triple H Seth storyline,
which I'm digging that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
God damn it.
I really wish Triple H didn't get his didn't get his attack in on Seth. I would have liked him for Seth to whip his ass and for him to go running back. Either that or have Samoa Joe come in and beat up Seth. But you don't need because if Triple H can handle Seth, then why does he have Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
There's no need for it.
And why are you giving it away now?
Yeah.
When you got WrestleMania just a couple weeks away.
But
exactly.
Same thing. Why I don't want Corbin and Ambrose touching yet.
I mean, again, I agree, but pulling back from it far enough. If we would have gotten this for Roman and Triple H, like how much more elevated does this feel between Seth and Triple H than Triple H and Roman did last year? And it was for the championship.
Does it feel good because it's had that space with Rollins being out, or do you think, or would they have messed it up if Rollins was there every week? It's one of those things you can't really know. But
I think it feels good because not only is Rollins out, but he's being reflective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have this redemption quality to Rollins that and this he's woke, like the kids like to say.
I'm
not woke AF.
I don't know what this means.
Yeah. Yeah, he's realized what Triple H really is and what Stephanie really is and how he turned his back on his Shield brothers and blah blah blah,
right, and
all that stuff. But you get this little bit of reflection as it's coming in, and that regret, and then and I think that's really adding to, like, he's really playing that up well.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that last,
of course.
Well, and see, that's where Samoa Joe fits in, is because, like Nathan just said, like it puts Seth off of television, and then you have this story to tell of of, man, Seth, I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna be at WrestleMania. We don't have to have a match. Something's gonna happen. I'm coming for you, man.
It's forcing them to tell the story via video package a little more.
Yeah.
And you know what? The production team tells a really good story.
Yeah, they do.
Every single time. They've never let you down.
Yeah.
It's one of the few bright spots of Raw is Seth and Triple H.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you go get back to doing your show since I've been on enough since last Saturday.
Yeah, well, we're also coming up here on the top of the hour.
Yeah,
So.
we always appreciate your insights, sir. You're not just a caller or a fan. You're a wealth of information that we're always happy to partake in.
Hashtag Wrestlepal Fredo.
All right, cool.
All right, later, guys.
Later, man.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too, sir. He was talking to you. He wasn't talking to me, was he?
Alfredo Torres.
I'll take it any goddamn. It's my love. Oh, let me get his graphic off screen. He's got a graphic now for the station. It's great.
All right, so let's play some tunes real quick. Get us to the top of the hour, and we'll come back. What?
Nothing. I see your leg going over there. Hey, just do. Go to songs.
Shush.
I'm not gonna tease you.
Shush you.
I'm not gonna tease you. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to go out in the lake that is the backyard of Matt. This will be
Dude,
fun.
You have to figure most of that standing water, probably urine.
Yeah! We'll be right back. It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
Yeah?
Only on Radio Free Radio.
You gotta go so bad.
I've got new
Hey, it's Justin from Deprogram. Do you like to talk about your favorite bands with your friends? Yeah, well, me too. Tune in every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. to hear us do just that. Only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
If I can be serious for a minute.
I bleed all the time. I don't care.
Wait is over.
You think this is over? Or we just getting started, baby? Because I'm staying hype.
It's time for hashtag Wrestlepals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
What up?
I love that there's a new layer to your enjoyment of the production.
Yeah?
Yes, the I'm in a garbage high school drumline. And there's 7 of us, which doesn't make sense. Because you need what? 5. 5 is a good baseline.
Sure.
Maybe you might have the one giant one for just ridiculous purposes, but no, they got 7. Guess
Yeah.
what they're doing? All playing in unison.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Goddamn Goldberg music, all relevant again. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like 4 months ago, they wouldn't have popped us for it. Now they're gonna listen.
It's like, well, they're listening to everything we do right now. Thanks, YouTube.
Whatever. We're stealing shit, so fuck it. Don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Are we on air?
Nah, no chance. I mean, you heard the phone calls last hour, 757-525-3276. If you want to call in and talk about
You
anything.
can't top Zach. You can't top Fredo.
But we'd like to hear you try.
We'll find a graphic for you.
And we'll have fun talking about wrestling.
May not be
Anything,
flattering.
anything that's happened in wrestling, we would love to discuss it with you. So call in and chat with us if you'd like.
Even anything that hasn't happened. If you want to theorize.
Yeah, I mean, we can always bust out the production, purely speculation.
Hey, you want to? Okay. Do you want to finish out SmackDown, or you want to get back to kidnapping? We should finish. You know what? We went so hard on Raw last week.
Yeah.
Then, first of all, can we just make WrestleMania a SmackDown exclusive? Can we do that?
I really wish we could.
That would be great.
Like, the more Raw's building out, it's like, are there any of these matches I really want to see?
Okay, hold on. Let me give you one little speculation, little tidbit note. Don't even keep your hands in your pockets. It's freaking cold, dude.
It is cold.
So remember how we were talking about how they had the last SmackDown pay-per-view? It's like, wow, every person on the roster was on there except for Jack Swagger. It's the only person on the SmackDown roster that wasn't on that pay-per-view. Jack Swagger released.
Yeah.
He asked for it, and he was granted his release. Good for him.
Good for him. Good for them, too. Good on them, I should say.
The weird note on that, WWE has no copyright over the name Jack Swagger.
Oh, okay.
If he wants to go be Jack Swagger, he can go be Jack Swagger until AAA or Impact files copyright on it.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, because could this be a weird, way to develop? No, we want you to keep that Jack Swagger name. Go out there, make a name for yourself, and then maybe come back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? You just don't like Jack. You've never liked Jack Swagger.
That's not true. For some reason, I've always liked the Swagger Bomb. I've always wanted to like Swagger.
I have too. It's that reach. It's those arms, those big weird gorilla arms. Just rawr.
Because I feel
He
like
drinks a lot in, man.
Yeah, I feel like he can wrestle, but he's never had the right opponent. Number one, and I don't know who that opponent is.
I always felt like they were trying to fight that little lisp that he has a little bit.
Yeah,
I wish they would have just embraced it and just say, "Go talk." A lot of S words, a lot of TH words. Go for it. Just be it. Do it. Go on. And I got to tell you, I hate to admit this. That first theme of his might be my favorite of all time.
Check.
On your knees.
On your knees.
Yeah. I love it. I don't care. It's just dirty white boy music.
I used to love how he would come out and do the push-ups.
He falls straight down, pushing up. Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Giant arms. Not strong, but just long. And with probably strong too. He'd break me in half.
Well, I mean, he got lost in that We the People garbage for forever.
No, they tried to capitalize on it and make him a heel.
Yeah.
We the People. Just me and Zeb. And then everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, we the people. Us too.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Throw the Swiss guy in there. Beautiful. Which gets back to Cesaro's U.S. champ, which is my favorite thing that's ever happened. As he just goes from U.S. town to U.S. town and go, what a shithole. The city. He had one that was like the city of fountains or something. It's like, there's no water in here. This is stupid. Walks off. Gets a coffee. Swiss Superman. Sorry. But yes, you are always welcome to call in.
Yes, always. 757-525-3276 is that phone number.
Change the subject, because we ain't got one.
Mojo has entered
boy.
the Andre Battle Royal.
I like this. I like the whole announcing of the thing. It's building into it instead of a, hey, here are the other guys.
Here's everybody. Just suddenly 20 guys coming out the ring. Cool.
Oh, my God. Anybody, so Mojo, good place for Mojo.
Yeah.
Look at Mojo staying busy while Ryder's been out. That's nice.
You know, and again, like character advancement. You know, the couple times he's shown up, he's made himself likable.
Yeah.
And
well,
I didn't think that was ever going to happen. I still want to see some improvement in the ring.
Right.
I'd like to see some more matches for that to happen. But you know, good on him, man. Like it's what happened with Baron.
Right.
Mojo's semi-local. He went to CNU at one point. Yeah.
He went to college? Sorry. That's awful. Of course he did.
He went to CNU, and then he went to Maryland, and then he was in the NFL.
What have I done?
Dean Mutati. I think. I don't know how. I never knew how to say his last name.
That's fine.
But he was a
Raleigh.
safety.
It's Raleigh.
Yes, Mojo
It's
Raleigh.
not that hard. See? Raleigh.
I mean, you know, we seen his balls in Richmond.
Cool.
No, but I mean
for y'all, y'all presented.
We didn't.
This is why do we do this? Why do we go to live shows and just focus? Well, you know what? They're wearing brightly colored loincloths. It's like, well, I don't want to. I'm gonna convince myself that they're forcing me to.
We've seen Fandango's pee.
Fandango just waving it at the crowd.
And we've seen Mojo's balls. Mojo's ballies.
What's next? What are you looking forward to the most?
That's on 2 weeks, Jack.
Oh my God. Oh God, it's so quick. Good Lord.
Bliss lips?
Okay, moving on.
I don't know. What?
Don't shut up.
So as Mojo's announcing he's going to enter the
Bliss
battle.
lips, really?
What?
Nothing.
As Mojo's announcing he's going to enter the Andre Battle Royal,
Yeah.
Ziggs comes up and goes, "Yeah, you keep reaching for that brass ring, kid."
Oh, so now Ziggler's turning into the weird, oh God, disenfranchised, just kind of drifter off in he's old man Ziggler.
It's a little
This is
bit,
all right.
yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, and it's you know what? Number one, it sets up for some, you know, maybe once he's done with Cruz, maybe Mojo and Ziggs.
I like this.
Clearly, Mojo could use it, and it gives us a chance to see what Mojo can actually do. And maybe it means, you know, it's kind of a fall for Ziggs.
I like Ziggler's just, look, you got dreams? Cool. I'm going to break you.
Yeah.
I almost like the attitude of, I don't care to win. Because the motivations are different now. Apollo wants to win and get some vengeance.
Yeah.
Mojo would want to win. Ziggler doesn't need to win. He doesn't even want to win. He's just there to hurt you.
Yeah.
So if he loses, it doesn't hurt him. It doesn't bother him if he comes back and gives you a chop block in the knee and walks off as you're like laying in pain. Ziggler wins. Whoever he's facing wins. I like that. You have to having the different motivations leads you to a situation where everybody can advance. Everybody can be elevated regardless of the outcome of just a match. One person's going to win on psychology. One person's going to win in a record book. I like it.
Yeah.
Old man Ziggler.
And we'll see where it goes. But I dig it. Up next we had Alexa Bliss. I'm trying to recall how it got here, but basically Alexa Bliss. Oh no, she's coming out giving her blissertation.
Blissertation, yes.
And Mickey's in the ring with her. And she's going to announce who her WrestleMania opponent is. And you know, everybody comes out and it's like, oh, it's going to be me. You know,
right.
Becky Lynch, Natalia. They all come out and even Mickey says, "I'm your WrestleMania opponent, right?" And she goes, "No, none of y'all. I'm not wrestling."
It's a full card. I don't know. You know, I'm tired.
And then
didn't sleep well.
Along come the yes chants because out comes Daniel Bryan and goes, "Nah, you know what? We've been thinking about it,
and he's gonna wrestle her. I'm in.
You're gonna wrestle everybody in the division."
So this is your multi-man match.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be like.
Don't put it on a ladder, for the love of God. Please don't put it on a ladder.
I don't think it's going to be anything like
That'd
that.
be a really tall ladder. She's very short.
I don't know if it's going to be like a gauntlet style or if it's going to be like.
I was unnerved by that at the Elimination Chamber with the gauntlet match with the tag titles.
Right.
It bothered me. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well,
So I don't want gauntlet. I always feel like that's weirdly kind of unfair, and I like a little bit of fairness to it. I don't know why.
so you'd prefer the like.
Where
at
they
this
all
point
beat
it's-
on her and just throw her out of the ring, and then they fight amongst themselves and pair off, and then she sneaks back in at the end. Sure.
So I mean, at this point, it looks like
Tale as
it's
old
a
as
5-way,
time.
right?
5.
Right. Natalia.
I like Natalia being in contention. It's like, I don't care if you're bad. So am me.
Natalia, Becky,
Cats.
Mickey, and is anybody? It's the whole
Natalia,
division.
Becky, Mickey, Alexa. Who else is roaming around down there?
Because
Yeah, again, tidbits. I'm going to throw in the tidbits where you remind me of them.
yeah,
Asuka's been touring with the SmackDown Live.
yeah, she was at MSG the other day too.
Yeah.
Is she there? I mean, because she's got the big match with Ember Moon at NXT Orlando or Takeover Orlando. Maybe she's handing over the title because. On a related note, since we're right there talking about, they finally had the NXT where Billie Kay got injured, and I'm putting it in quotes because now it looks like it was storyline and good on them.
Letting you believe.
Yeah.
See, again, they reward you for your level of involvement.
Yeah.
If you're really involved and you're reading recaps, you're like, oh my God, she got hurt. Oh man, Ember Moon. Oh God, are they going to take that move away from her? They're not going to let her do. Oh jeez. And then you get to the show, it's like, y'all are good.
It looks like they might be they're either building it to take it away from her, just as a step, or they're building it to be the one thing that can take out Asuka.
Yeah. Either way, see, you've been rewarded for. That's like, how long has that been? Like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You've got a 3-week storyline gift just for you.
Yeah.
And just for the people that have followed it in a way that you have. Meanwhile, the people that are just watching it now, it's new and it's fresh and it's something that's just happened. And the depth of respect for the various levels of involvement and fans that comes on NXT and SmackDown, amazing.
I also like,
Sorry, Raw.
I also like what because Peyton Royce has been saying, so what are we going to do? You're going to take this move away from her, right? Like, since it's aired. So, I guess technically it could go either way.
Uh-huh.
I assume it's the move that finally puts Asuka away. I assume that's what they're building it as, like a true finish, a true finisher. They're protecting her finish and making it deadly. I hate using that word, but deadly. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's where it is. I left it in your house. Thank you, Heidi.
Just
Thank
driving
you.
a train right through. Toot
Yeah.
toot. Bye, Heidi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heidi.
Scared me. I have to find a graphic now. It's going to be a train. That's good. It's fine.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe Asuka shows up at WrestleMania. Maybe she's one of the
Maybe
opponents.
she's fighting for Shane.
Or wrestling against Alexa Bliss.
That could be.
Now, that, even though I love the...
Daniel Bryan comes out. I didn't say it was a 5-way.
I
can't get Asuka's music in my head now. Great.
I think that their division is awesome the way it is.
Yeah.
It lacks star power.
And how many times have we been like, this is the third reset? This is like the third time we've been like, well, everybody's gone to the main roster. I guess the women aren't going to do anything. Nope. Here they are.
Here they are. They got a nice little thing going.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah Del Rey.
Bliss versus the division at WrestleMania. I will note that SmackDown had a lot of mic work this week.
Yeah,
Not that I
very
dislike
odd.
it, but they're usually an action centric show.
Well, it's storyline week. Everyone gather around. We're going to tell you a tale.
Yeah.
And sorry for the live audience, but I'm not there. Not that week.
I have a note here that says, "Holy shit!" Orton's full Nelson slam to Styles.
Okay, you want to get into the whole AJ Orton match?
Ooh, so good.
I want AJ to fight everybody. I legit want him to fight Asuka. Because it would be a great match.
Wouldn't it, though?
It would be.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins or loses. You know who wins? We do.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, a lot of people have been anointed as the new HBK, and I think he's his own thing, obviously. But I mean, if you want to compare him to anything, he's our HBK. Like, he can wrestle anybody.
It's a beautiful thing. And Orton now feels like he's like recaptured a love for the craft, and it shows in his work and everything he's doing right now. Because he's going spooky. He's going spooky, but he's moving less and giving so much more.
Yeah.
He's found that magical sweet spot of overdo mojo, overdo, and doing nothing. And he's compelling. You're hanging on every word and every action. And when he's not doing something, you're sitting there waiting for him to strike, like onto a badger.
A badger?
Or a viper, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like that analogy.
Okay.
I don't feel it fits.
You're going all sorts of places.
But yeah. And I watched a gif of AJ feigning the 450 and Orton going up for the RKO and just nobody being there.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm going to do a jumpy. No, I'm not do a jumpy.
Yeah, but then he went for the jumpy and then got hit with an RKO anyway.
Kind of got hit with it. But
beautiful. Yeah, but,
the crafted sequences have been just amazing.
Yeah.
They've been excellent.
Again, like, both of those dudes can work with anybody. And I didn't know I wanted that match until last week when they said, hey, this is next week.
Didn't want it.
Yeah.
I was like, Orton won okay, cool. All right, cool. I trust SmackDown. All hail Ryan Ward. And it's going to be okay. And you know what? Friggin' okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Well done.
But this leads to, we'll talk about the backstage gimmick. So, like, this was well after talking smack.
This goes back to earlier. AJ Styles is the only sane man on the entire roster. Everyone else is just absolute bat-ass bananas. That doesn't fit, but it fits.
Yeah.
They're BANABATSHIT.
They
I don't spell very well.
They showed a gorilla position video.
Yeah.
AJ Styles marches into gorilla, and first of all, I guess the rumors are true. Michael Cole doing some backstage stuff because he was back there at Gorilla right next to Shane. Also, Road Dogg. Some of the people that are back there.
That's the match we're gonna get next week.
Michael Hay, Road Dogg, and
Road
AJ.
Dogg versus AJ Styles. And you know what? It's gonna be good.
The match nobody wants.
You didn't know you wanted this,
and then
you want this.
Damn it, I'll take it.
Yeah, wait till the Michael Hayes match. It's gonna be great.
Ooh.
Big purple suit and everything. It's gonna be a great entrance.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else,
don't put a mic on him. He's gonna yell things.
He's gonna
yell things.
He's gonna say terrible things.
He's gonna say terrible things.
Somehow,
why are we on a tape delay? We wanted to go live. SmackDown Live. I don't know. You mic'd him. Sorry.
But first of all, it was crazy to see that. I lit up. I was like, whoa. I mean, it's just a different way to tell the story of, and you know what? You're right, because AJ has every right to be livid.
Well, think of what is the
character-wise the story that they're telling.
What is the? Oh, there we go. There's the picture. What is the main event storyline for SmackDown right now? Spooky dude being out spooky dude by the crazy dude. Who else is in there? I don't know. The weird dude from the swamp. He's wandering around too. Meanwhile, AJ Styles is like, I'm just here to wrestle. God damn it!
Yeah.
Just please don't make a gif of me doing that.
You're lucky I don't know.
I'm an experienced world traveled wrestler. I just want to wrestle. God damn it!
And again, he has a point. He never got his one-on-one rematch.
He never has, and he never will because crazy people keep coming around.
Yeah.
He's wandering backstage looking for Shane and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle bears again. The ladies are fighting and stuff, but AJ's not allowed to wrestle them.
Yeah.
And then he's going back. He's got to walk around a forklift as Baron Corbin's driving around, very much against OSHA regulations. Just crushing Dean Ambrose. Crunch, crunch, crunch. He's going to kidnap Renee. It's goddamn bananas on the SmackDown set. Who else is there? Cena and Nikki just having fun, falling in love in the ring. It's amazing. You got Miz out there with his magician assistant. They're all doing kind of magic stuff. And AJ just wants to wrestle. He just wants to be the best wrestler in the world. Unfortunately, the only person that's an amazing wrestler that he wants to wrestle, he's the GM. You can't fight him. So fight the other one.
Yeah.
Fight Shane. That's good. He's got to be losing his goddamn. He's pulling out his beautiful hair.
Sorry. I'm with most of everybody. I don't really want it. Even Corey Graves said on Bring Us to the Table.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, I don't.
You watched this? You watched that?
Yeah, I have no
good.
interest in this. This does nothing for me. Ultimately, I feel the same way. But I'm not gonna lie. When I was like, oh, okay.
All right, man. Well.
I mean, there's a story there to tell. I'm not worried about the match. AJ makes everybody look great, and Shane isn't terrible. Am I excited for it? Is it going to be one of the most matches that I'm looking the most forward to? No.
Kind of am.
Is it going to be the low point of the card? No.
No, definitely not.
So,
oh man, I don't know. I don't know what to get out of that one.
I mean,
are we going to see it coast to coast?
Of course. We have. I guess. Really.
I hope this is just a showcase for AJ Styles.
It has to be.
But what's the motivation? What does he get out of it if he wins? Does he just get some vindication? Like,
that's what I was
yes,
gonna say.
I'm crazy too. I beat up the boss as a kid. It's fun.
My thing is, what about after?
Where does it go?
Where
does
does
he
it
get
go?
Does he get anything out of doing that?
Does he officially get a one-on-one championship match?
The WrestleMania picture over here, the thrill ride to WrestleMania, and then. Do you see the other picture I threw in the Slack thing? Mm-hmm. Swapped in as all the embarrassing pictures of all the people. Okay, good. Maybe that's our going away, Lynn. All right. I'll see if I can find that. But yeah, what does AJ get out of that post WrestleMania? AJ has to win, right?
He has to. Unless
Shane pulls in somebody. But then Shane's not a bad guy.
Nope.
He's not a good... Oh, God. Don't say it. But he's... And if Shane wins, that demeans AJ. And it doesn't do anything for Shane either.
Right.
So I don't know who wins and why out of this. Again, all hail Ryan Ward. It'll be fine.
It will be absolutely fine. And, they have 3 weeks to tell us why they're wrestling. And
they're getting to why, which is good. Which is good. I'm just what's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason for AJ. There's a reason for AJ to win it. And, again, it should be so one-sided that what point does it prove? I don't know. But, again, they will. All hail.
What if it is some swift match where, he puts Shane away handily, but, a legend comes out afterwards, like a Rock or something to confront him? Just put him in that.
Put him in that Eric Rowan match, 6 seconds. Hey, man, whatever. Eric Rowan has a WrestleMania match against The Rock.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Or maybe even Angle.
I'd love to see if Rock comes out and he just starts saying, I see tearaway pants. Those are tearaway pants. Those are tearaway pants. Get away from me. Get away from me. You and your tearaway pants. So stupid. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know, man. We'll get it. We'll get the what. Mm-hmm. And it'll be fine.
It goes somewhere afterwards.
Yeah.
It's going to go somewhere afterwards.
Yeah, it has to, or they wouldn't do it.
We can have that faith in SmackDown.
Cruz announces he's in the Andre Battle Royal.
Cool.
To which my note was initially maybe Ziggs wins this year, but after what I saw on Raw, I'm still feeling like Strowman is going to be the winner.
Has Strowman said he's in?
I think so.
No,
maybe.
He said, that's all he said. Hey, Braun, are you interested? Jesus Christ, okay. I'm learning the timing on the button.
Scary.
Braun, are you at all interested in perhaps entering the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle? What? Oh! Okay, maybe my timing isn't as good. We've had a lot of competitors entered in. Are you interested at all? Jesus! That's a yes! He's interested. He's in. That's fine.
Please stop shouting at us, Braun. We're just trying to do a show here.
This is his normal voice. Like this. Cut him off in traffic. He just yells at you. It's terrifying. He's in line at the grocery store. You ask him, "Hey man, how you doing? Are you that Braun Strowman guy? Because I'm really a big fan of what you've done." Oh Jesus!
Oh,
I just needed bread and milk. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Stupid Braun.
oh,
He's so great.
That wraps up SmackDown. Let's see. Selling the Eclipse about Asuka, blah, blah, blah.
All right, before we go into some raw-y stuff, you want to...
God, I love Peyton Royce.
You know what? I haven't watched NXT as much, but yeah, man, I've watched your evolution in our chat channels.
Yeah.
Of like really getting behind. Well, not behind, but like, all right, really enjoying the what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, Peyton Royce.
Ah, man, I'm waiting for just waiting for a video package. I'll watch the video package. All right, you want to go through our news? Oh wow, you see, look, you put that in there before I did. Asuka at MSG. Look at that. It's Slackbot being a jerk.
So
you know who Asuka is.
Do you want one of these?
One what?
Hashtag tidbits. Hashtag news. Hashtag Nate. Hashtag hashtag. Hashtag wrestling. Hashtag dirt sheets.
I forgot the music. Oh, it makes me happy. And then I remember that you cut it off, and it makes me sad.
I have to cut it off because I don't want Jimmy Hart to sue us.
Will show up. I have a megaphone.
Uh-huh. Yes, you do.
Remind me later. I need to go look up heart stickers, and I'm just going to cover this with little hearts. It's going to make me happy.
Jimmy Hart, you can't have our half a cent. Sorry.
You know what? He's earned it.
I'm not saying he hasn't, but we need that.
Chip it a buck.
We need that.
I'll try to
half
get
cent.
some official hearts to put on here then, okay?
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't slam down on the mic stand. Like literally just hitting nothing but the mic stand. All right, let's run down the Slack thing because we put out our we put out all our notes in there, and not all of them fit in there. Oh, you did say Chris in the banner. God, Peyton Royce. Oh, okay, you put it in there, and I didn't even know how to like get to it. Christopher Daniels. The man's 125 years old. He's in better shape than we'll ever be in.
Also true.
An amazing man. He's
a ring general.
He is.
In every sense of the word.
He is Mr. Independent Wrestling. He is everything that was beloved about Daniel Bryan before he went to WWE. This man really embodies it and has lived it. And did you see the promo leading into the match? Okay, you haven't.
No.
I did. That's
no.
one I didn't link to you. It's got like a 3-minute promo, and he like breaks down in it, just talking about how he's sacrificed everything, and he's willing to sacrifice everything, and he just doesn't give a damn anymore. And this is it, and I'm gonna destroy you as soon as I look at you. It's just so good. And you forget that. You see his in-ring work. You don't think about his promo and character work as much, but it is just as good. And he finally gets that feel-good moment, takes the ROH title.
Good for him.
Yeah.
What a dude.
It's the nod that you get the people that they come and they go, and you're like, oh, they never had a title, and you're always surprised by it.
Yeah.
It's like they never had a title reign. That's crazy.
Well,
how did that not happen?
ROH, but then TNA for like however the hell long.
Yeah, dude.
And
well, I mean, he had. Well, they were. What were they in TNA? They were a Bad Influence. Him and Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
And that was amazing stuff, except when they did the AJ angle with the oh god, what was her name? Doesn't matter. It's your baby,
Susan.
Oh, so good.
Whatever her name was.
Susan, your female version of Steve.
Sure.
Can you just call her Steve? What was her name?
Steve.
Steve. You're right, Steve. But Claire Lynch.
Oh my God. Yes.
Claire
something.
Claire. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
No.
Why am I still thinking of it? But
stop.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But yeah, they had with. It looks like Frankie Kazarian's joined Bullet Club.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's hard. It's hard to follow ROH anymore.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anywhere we can like watch them right now.
Yeah.
Which is sad. The more you have to work to find it, the harder it is to get behind it. But yeah, that Christopher Daniels thing, and definitely something he's earned.
Totally.
And I hope he has some fun with it and he has some time with it. That's all. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my bits. I was supposed to be rolling down. Oh yes. Impact serves ROH with cease and desist over the Hardys.
Right.
Okay. Have you seen the new Impact? First of all, TNA is not a thing anymore.
Right.
Impact Wrestling, and they have their logo now. And people are like, is that an owl? What the hell is that thing?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And somebody apparently reached out to Rebby and said, and it was like a signing thing. Oh, that was what it was. It was at a signing thing with the Hardys. And somebody had a sign that said, F that owl. And Rebby's apparently gone with one of the shirt people. And they now have a fuck that owl shirt.
Nice.
That's great.
That owl is fucking stupid.
Oh, look at Impact trying to hold on to him. That's terrible.
Hold on to what?
Anything. But okay. Jinder Mahal.
What is with this guy?
Very vascular.
Yeah.
Lot of I just want to see his pee in the cup. That's all.
Do you think? I mean, like,
I hope it's natural, man, and I hope it gets over on being natural, and I really, really hope that he's just like, no, man, I'm just the hard body Mahal. That's what I do. Okay, sorry, nothing more to that. I guess okay. That what was the show? What was the one with the fake mics?
Oh, Bring It to the Table.
Bring It to the Table. Fun little show.
Yeah.
Had JBL and Corey Graves on there.
Yeah.
Fantastic couple of guests right there. As they both just bitch at him. Was it Rosenberger?
Yeah, Rosen, whatever.
Okay. They bitch at him because both of the Corey Graves shows canceled and JBL show's been canceled. Yeah. And they're like, hey, how's your show, dick? That made me very happy. Oh, my God. And we already covered Swagger.
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, where's he been?
You're going to lose, Cedric.
You're going to lose
5 months.
Oh!
The man got injured.
Oh!
So that stinks. All right. Oh, it also came out of the table. Bring some stuff. Bring me appetizers for the table. Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's in production a Montreal Screwjob porno.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a female Bret Hart and a female Shawn Michaels.
That was the photos.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then a fake Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Well,
they showed the photos.
Okay, good. I was like, they're all men. I mean, cool. I mean, if that's what you want.
Corey Graves is in.
And, it almost finishes and the ref calls for the bell. Very disappointing. Toronto's going to be pissed. It's terrible.
So will the rest of the world.
Okay. You had on here a Tommy to 205 Live. You saw a little teaser.
Yeah.
Now nothing substantiated, of course. But what do you think about that?
I like it. Because unfortunately, with all the injuries and stuff, he's totally going to get lost in the shuffle. Like, there's no way they have.
Well, there's a point of where do you want to be in the shuffle at this point?
Yeah.
Because Neville has legitimized the Cruiserweight division. Mm-hmm. And not just gone in there and, like, wrecked ass, but he's gone in there and, like, hey, these guys are amazing competition, and I'm the best.
Yeah.
And it's elevated everybody. Jack Gallagher looked amazing against Neville. Mm-hmm. Takes a lot. I'm sorry, gentleman Jack Gallagher. And it looks amazing in it. And everybody else is doing amazing work, too. Kendrick and Tozawa. Tony Nese is friggin' fun to watch.
Yeah.
Got Mustafa Ali. Even Daivari.
Even Daivari a little bit.
Because he got to face off with Austin Aries.
Yeah.
Hot damn. When I hear Aries is going to be a 2-5, I'm like, oh, is that a step down? No. He's carving his own path. It's going to be amazing. Aries versus Neville, and you got a lot of other people that can fill in the meantime in a full-ass division. Throw a Tommy in there. Hot damn.
Yeah.
That's more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Again, Raw brings the people in. SmackDowns, if you like something a little more progressive. 205, if you're a purist and you just love stuff, hot damn, that's amazing.
Well, with Aries, I already just the one match I've seen from him on Raw because I missed 205 last week. He already feels like a bigger deal than he ever did on NXT.
Oh, he feels huge.
Like it felt like he
it's
fell
so good.
flat on NXT always.
Well, he never really got that weird character development, and having him on commentary,
Yeah.
and him just being silly and stupid, and he's like, does he really want to be here? No, he's sowing seeds, man, and they're all finally cropping up. And I don't have any other farming analogies. I don't know, the bulls in the pen. That's baseball shit.
Chickens are in the coop.
What did you say to me?
The chickens are in the coop.
How dare you?
Okay.
But yeah, man, 205, big deal. 205 is a big deal.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy.
And I hope it helps them because apparently not doing so well. Actually, speaking of bringing it to the table, both JBL and Corey took swipes at it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Jerks.
They don't like it.
Now I'm not a fan.
I mean, their point is pretty valid because the CWC was all about the in-ring action.
Right.
And 205 has become this, it's like a WWE cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Which is
with all the extra stuff.
that's kind of what it is.
But
Sorry.
the only thing I'll disagree with them at is they said something about the gentleman's duel. I love the gentleman's duel.
Yeah, but you can't like that and say you don't want a WWE style show.
Yeah. They said they hated it. They
Okay.
said I love it. So
Yeah, I do too. I'm sorry. I like
I like a little bit of character development.
that little bit of WWE seasoning on it. It's sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Because the action is still the action. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't feel like they're fully unleashed, but man, got to be a little safe too. Sorry, but yeah, 205, some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And you going into this coming week, they're having what, a 5-way to determine the number one contender.
Yep.
Nixing the idea of the multi-man match.
Yep.
It looks like you're getting that with the women's SmackDown women's division. You're gonna get a one-on-one cruiserweight championship match.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
You got a favorites coming out of that? What do you think?
It's gonna be Aries.
No shit.
I mean,
All right.
there's the only thing is like, where's the hell is the rest of the division for Mania?
Well, I hope
Pre-show tag match?
maybe. Well, that's what they've been kind of relegated to. Is
Don't give me more cruiser matches on the show because I don't want more than one purple ring fucking switch. Don't give me that. Don't give me that more than once at Mania. Mania's already going to be a long fucking deal.
It's going to be very, very long.
So don't with the purple damn.
I just
ring.
like that you're mad about it. You're taking a stand. Don't you dare!
You fucks.
Hey, they're right there. What?
You fucks.
Jesus, Justin. We get cursy towards the end. Sorry. Sad news.
Uh-oh.
You know who Dennis Stamp is?
No.
You don't?
don't
You ever
think
watch
so.
Beyond the Mat back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy that didn't get booked.
Oh,
That guy.
okay.
On the trampoline.
Yeah.
Never know when that next booking's coming. Hasn't had a booking since 91.
Huh.
I forget when the movie came out.
Well,
But at 91 was in the
booked.
past. Yeah. He's strong-armed as well. It made Terry Funk feel bad. Oh, it feels dirty. That's that dirty side of the indie stuff that's like, oh, man, I don't want to know.
It's all dirty.
Just do your things. I'll be there to enjoy the show, fellas.
Yeah.
Oof. But,
You're smart for staying away from it.
yep. No, I'm not going to, stay away, but it's like, I'm here to watch the show. Have fun.
I wish
Have fun, fellas.
I was smart enough to have done that. It's all fucking ruined for me.
Whatever. You'll be able to come back around to it at some
Nope.
point. Okay, that's fine.
Now tell some
But
fucks get out of the way.
But Dennis Stamp has passed away, which is sad.
Finally booked.
Okay, don't make it sound. Don't do. I don't know how to fit that into the Wembley.
You used to tear his shirt,
No, he didn't. He used to jump on a trampoline.
but now you tore my heart.
The man just dies, and I'll make.
And you're a Hulkamaniac
No, he wasn't.
right from the very start.
He's just badgering Terry Funk, the ref.
You were my friend.
No, he wasn't. Terry Funk was just a really nice dude. It's so sad. Oh, okay. Last little bit. Because we already covered the fact that they stole our condenser mics. WWE had a poll up for, hey, which kind of tourney would you like to see next?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, man, because there's been that rumor, hey, women's tournament would be great. This is weird, because they've taken a lot of really strong big names from the indies And hot damn, they're all over NXT and all over the main roster now. It's fun stuff. Let's flush it out. Do a full-on women's tournament.
Oh.
So they put up the poll. Women's tournament doing well. It's at like 20-some%. Hardcore tournament.
Of course.
Blowing it away at like 41%.
Of course.
Excited for the hardcore tournament?
I'm not anti-hardcore tournament, but if they do it, it'll be the first time I don't want it to develop into anything.
Yeah, dude. It's like...
Like, I don't mind the idea of it existing.
It's fun every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, that would be the perfect situation for it, where it's like, it's a tournament. One person's going to come out as the hardcore champion or hardcore.
Here's that old belt we found.
Or here's a trophy, or here's a broken light bulb, whatever.
There would be many. And I wonder how would WWE handle it?
Well,
would it be a PG-ified?
I don't know, because...
Would it be network exclusive?
I was going to say, because...
And how hard would they go with it?
That would have to be a network exclusive, but the question is...
And how much is going to be sanctioned and they're going to be responsible for? I'm curious of what they could or should or would do with it.
I mean...
You ain't getting old school CZW cage death matches outside death matches.
I imagine that they're cooler or more okay with some blood happening.
Right. But is that what they want to portray? That's all I've been thinking about is what would WWE today do with that? And what does being on just network exclusive mean for that?
They have to be okay with the idea, or that wouldn't be up there.
Yeah.
So they have something in mind. But what is that something?
Don't know.
I don't know, man.
A lot of T-shirts.
Yeah.
A lot of light tubes.
I
can't even imagine them doing light tubes. They're damn sure not going to do those weird razor boards.
Yeah.
They're not going to do... So we're gonna get Jun Sakai. It's going to be great. Crazy Monkey.
We're not getting barbed wire.
Not getting
ropes.
the barbed wire rings. Yeah. You might get the clipped off thumbtacks. That's about it.
Yeah, you're getting tables, you're getting ladders, you're getting chairs.
Right.
But you already have TLC for that, and you already have Extreme Rules. So, and we see what those are like. I mean, I wouldn't call those hardcore. Those are just gimmick matches.
Are there enough specialists out there that specialize in this sort of thing that it can be something?
I imagine.
I think I'd end up watching more out of morbidity.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me amend that. I'd be watching it more out of morbid obesity. I'm fat.
Oh.
I'm a bunch of fats.
Oh.
It's just me. I'm the only fats here today.
Stop.
It's terrible.
I was one of the fats.
Yeah, well, they're going to call somebody that, and if you're the only one here, that's what you're going to get. Suck it, fats. It's terrible. Don't even pull up Twitch chat. I don't want to even see it. Put it away. But yeah, that's the end of Tidbits, and ta-da.
Ta-da.
So,
Raw.
I guess it's time. You like the Paul Heyman? Is he good at what he does?
Nah, man, he sucks. God damn, man. Like,
again, perfectly crafted hairline, by the way. There's no way his hair grows like that. He has a barber go in and like surgically remove it. Surgically, that's a barber, doesn't really surgery. This isn't the medieval. That hairline is crafted to be perfect a-hole hairline, and it's good.
up goes Lesnar.
Uh-huh.
And down with Goldberg.
The theory of WrestleMania relativity.
God bless it.
He can just make something out of nothing. And granted, he's got a lot to work with there. He's been masterful at making things way more important. It's so good. I'd love to see him just do a promo for every single match coming up on the card.
Just everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything.
I'm not putting on a Heyman suit. And I'm not getting in front of the green screen. Because you're going to put Spider-Man up in my head. I know. Shouldn't have taught Matt how to do that. Mm-hmm. So you get the big build with Lesnar and Goldberg.
Yeah.
They touched enough last week that I don't think they need to touch anymore.
No.
So good.
They've now.
I went back thinking about that. It was the first bump that Goldberg's taken in like 10 years.
Right.
And he took it and he made sure he was like holding on to that title the entire time until he hit the ground and then he let go. Whether he meant to do it or not, masterful. And I really liked it. And the cameraman picked up on it. I was like, let me get that joke.
Let me get that. He's
How can I get the
grasping for
WrestleMania
it.
sign in the background?
He's grasping for it. He's grasping for it.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Good stuff.
It's a nice little thing. And again, we talked about it earlier with Zach. It is what it is. It seems to be just number one for the lineage of the title, and
Yeah.
number two for move the title over to Lesnar.
I hated how we had to get there, but Fastlane was the big Band-Aid, man, and it's been ripped off, and now we get to heal up, and we're moving to WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is going to be good. It's always good. It's going to be fine.
Jim Ross says there's no reason Lesnar and Goldberg shouldn't go at least 10 minutes. And look, Survivor Series, again, understandable.
Right.
It can be that 1 minute and 26 seconds. Whatever it was at the Rumble where Goldberg throws Lesnar out. Okay. 21 seconds, Owens gets beat at Fastlane. Okay.
Break the walls. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Fast match.
We better damn well get at least 10 minutes.
I'm hoping for some old school Johnny Saint, Johnny Kidd, just British chain wrestling. It would make me so happy. I saw when Big Show and Braun were out there and playing around doing some of that wrestling.
Yeah.
Not wrestling. I can't wait for this little step over, break, reversal. Oh, it's going to be so sweet. I'm so happy. Oh, got him with the single leg, and now they're rolling around like a bunch of, I don't know. But yeah, sure. I don't know, man. I don't know what they do.
I don't either. That's the thing. I don't. But it's got to be, right? It's got to be at least 10 minutes.
It's got to be something to it, or else it's going to be like, cool, man, done with this. Do you think there's anything happens after this? First of all, who do you think wins?
It's got to be Lesnar.
I think so too. Do you think they continue the storyline, or is this Goldberg's last little deal?
It's got to be cool. I mean, maybe he gets a rematch at whatever's next. Maybe.
It's a terrible name for a pay-per-view. Whatever's next.
I think it's usually Extreme Rules or
okay.
Payback, one or the other.
It's okay.
Which, by the way, they moved Backlash to May.
Okay.
Backlash is going to be
You know what?
May
I
this
never
year.
follow them. I never. Other than the Big Four, I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you name it.
Except for End of the Line. Roadblock, End of the Line.
You better say it right. There's a colon in there. Roadblock, colon, end of the line.
And some of our colons aren't doing well.
They just might call it, that time of the month. Just call it that. It's not a Big Four. It's that time of the month. Raw exclusive.
Weird.
And also, I'm a bit crampy. SmackDown.
Weird.
If they just called them that, I'd be like, I'm watching. I'm still watching. I'm going to watch.
Let's see.
You got the next little thing was a little bit of drama with Sasha Banks and Dana Brooke. I like mean ass Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I don't like clumsy buffoon henchman Dana Brooke, and I think we're getting away from that to mean ass Dana Brooke. I like mean ass Dana Brooke
I like how
as long as she's not making that face she makes. Ugh.
they finally have. Well, I feel like they did this before. Like Dana slapped Charlotte.
Me too. I get pizza.
Dana slapped Charlotte.
Yeah.
But this time it was like a full on.
Well, they totally forgot
Let it go.
about it like a week later.
Yeah.
Like, shit, bring Dana back.
But they had a full on. She let loose on Charlotte.
Had a bit of a row, did they?
Yeah.
And then that's great. And you know what? You think Dana gets wedged into a four-way?
I don't know because
Can't look at you now.
they had Bailey versus Nia later. And I'm not sure if you know this. Nia, she's not like most girls.
She isn't 275.
They said 272 this week. Why are they announcing her weight?
Because that's what they're trying to get her over on. She's the big
They've never done that.
They don't do it for anybody else. Don't
do that.
They got to announce Sasha Banks is like 78 pounds.
Yeah.
Standing in at 3'10".
She is
78
tiny.
pounds. She is. She's very tiny and very bendy. And that makes her an amazing performer, especially when she's in a weird situation against somebody that's bigger than her, which is everyone. So, yeah. It's So what happened with Bailey and Nia?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got to tell you, man.
Bailey defeats Nia via disqualification.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
like Nia. She's
I
very
went
pretty.
from a couple weeks ago calling Charlotte the MVP of Raw to not giving a shit what's happening in the Raw Women's division.
That stings. Because they moved the title.
They moved the title.
And they took away They took away Nia's streak. They took away Charlotte's streak.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say this. I don't care about Bailey. I don't care about Sasha.
It's too soon.
The only one I cared about was Charlotte, who I initially was like, I don't care about her. But now she's the only thing, and they've taken away the big thing to care about. Do you know who I'm caring about most?
Huh?
Well, other than Nia, Dana Brooke.
Well,
I want Dana Brooke to get some come up on Charlotte.
I imagine that's post-Mania stuff.
And it's fine, but that's back to simple stuff. This isn't overcoming odds. This isn't breaking through glass ceilings. This isn't beating down the barriers and triumphing. This is just meh. So it's what it is.
How did they do that? It went from like the thing I cared about the most on Raw to
they let Bailey win.
I couldn't care less.
As much as you love Bailey, she has to lose.
Yeah.
And she has to get mean, and she has to develop as an on-screen character.
Yeah.
And she has to feel bad, and she has to have a little bit of strife between her and Sasha. Between hey, look, I don't need to cheat to win, man. Sasha, could you butt the hell out? And a little bit of just a mean streak against Sasha, and a mean streak against Charlotte that she can tap into. She's like if Festus never had the bell ring. She's just standing there with it. Oh, that's terrible. She's lovely and she's fun and she's awesome. But they're not letting her character do anything. Her character is stagnant and they've killed it. And then they keep putting it out there. Let her get mean. I want to see her not just tighten up the ponytail and like, ooh, I'm going to get you. But like, just full on smacking a mouth. Sasha gets in the way and Bailey just smacks the crap out of her.
Wow.
And then just like, hey, look, I'm sorry, but right?
Well, and
you don't have to feud. She just has to stand up for herself.
Like Sasha said something right, but it was in a segment that was not good. Like the two of them are backstage and they're talking.
Yeah.
And don't the haters and blah 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 and
no, don't acknowledge that. Have your own storyline.
But she said
the more factors you involve, the more convoluted it gets, the less people give a shit.
And she said something along the lines of, and then we'll see who the best woman is at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, yeah, that's the center of this.
Yes.
And they had it, and they let it get away.
I want Bailey to scowl. Just give her a scowl. Just have her cut a look like with her eyes and her brow. Just give a slight turn and almost have like a what look on her face. All she needs, one little tweak.
Just butt out.
She's been happy, man.
Yeah.
Or just saying, get out of my business. What's up? Get out my ass. Sorry, Justin. I didn't mean it that way. She's lovely. I know.
I don't appreciate the way you worded that at all.
I didn't say that was.
I'm just saying.
That was other people that were talking and putting up pictures and stuff.
My lady friend.
She's lovely. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing but respect for her.
Okay.
Just wish I wish she was treated better.
I agree with that.
Okay. We're stupid. Kendrick and Nice versus Tozawa and Perkins. Tozawa's doing some yelling and stuff.
Barking,
cool. Adorable little pirate. It's awesome. Cool. All right. Jericho and Zayn teaming up against Owens and Joe.
Cool.
Goes nowhere.
Nope.
DQ. All right.
God, Raw.
They beat the shit out of Zayn. Poor Zayn. Yeah. Is Zayn going to get a title in the next year?
Next year?
In the next year. Before the next WrestleMania. Is he going to hold at least the U.S. title?
I have a feeling that's what's after Mania.
I hope so.
Is Owens versus Zayn for the U.S.
Jericho takes off. Zayn takes the U.S. title, builds up the title. Samoa Joe maybe takes it away from him. The four of them can play around.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. And, all right. All kinds of BS and garbage with the tag team stuff. Okay, triple threat.
Yeah. So, I started off initially pretty excited because they said what we've been saying is the spotlight should be on us. We're the tag team champions. What the hell's going on here? Everybody's talking about everybody else.
Yeah.
And then they go, you know what? If we're not going to get what we deserve, we're just going to go take it. Like, oh, cool. I can dig that. And then that leads to them just interrupting the match for the number one contendership, which, of course, leads to triple threat.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope they just beat the shit out of everyone and win clean at Mania. That's all.
If that's the only way to salvage what they've done so far.
They've had the opportunity to make this the finally Cass and Enzo and Cass get the big one.
Yeah.
Because they haven't gotten the big one anywhere
Nope.
at all. So this is what you should have had with Bailey. the building up and the faces kind of overcoming finally. But at this point, I want legitimacy for the tag titles. The way you get that is the club just wrecking ass.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'm getting cursy. All right, we can kind of Aries and Daivari, cool, Big Show and O'Neal.
New Day Talks. I want that to be a real thing. I hope that happens. I hope they really do that.
You like Titus O'Neal?
He ruins everything.
I didn't put a camera on it, but you
That's
have the
fine.
sign of it. Why don't you hand me the sign? It deserves to be held up here. And now that we're completely out of focus, cool.
Yeah.
I hope that's recent.
No chance. No chance at getting this.
Sweet. I'm glad it's focusing 12 feet in front of us. Yeah, that's all kinds of white.
chance.
Look at that.
Titus ruins everything.
There we go. That's where the camera keeps focusing instead of on us. So I'm just going to hold this here forever. Titus ruins everything. Ura, 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 ura. Still looking forward to that Titus O'Neal versus Braun Strowman match. Just cut off the autofocus, you little jerk.
Titus ruins everything. That was
Ura,
a,
ura, ura. Braun, ura, ura, ura.
that was a little fun thing on the backstage segment. Gave a reason for Titus to be there. Sort of.
Okay, and we I'm sorry, we're like almost up against it. So.
Yeah.
Bailey and Nia thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back. We've got the two big things yet to cover.
Right.
We'll cover them quick. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal just picking up the ring, moving it around. It's very strong. Jeez, what happened?
What is he doing?
You want to know? Okay, you don't want to know. Roman
Calls out the Undertaker.
dong. Dong.
Interrupted.
Distracted by the dong. It happens. Jinder almost picks
Happens
up a
to me
win.
all the time.
Jinder's there for him for Roman Reigns to overcome. And he overcomes Jinder.
He overcomes Jinder.
Yeah.
Why didn't he lose?
I don't know. Why? Because they wouldn't let him lose against Braun. They could have dong distracted him there and have him just take a beat down and be like, what the? I'm going to just have faith. And they're going to ruin it for me. And okay. So HBK comes out and gives him the little, hey,
like-
man,
He's already in your head, man.
you don't want none?
Yeah.
Wait, that's someone else's theme. Bannon.
Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Ban. He just stands there looking at him. Ban it.
You know we're never going to get a proper Shield reunion because of that? Because he kept the goddamn music?
The musical hit, and everybody, boo.
Boo! It's a reaction. We can't help it. Well, unless they do the whole...
Sierra, Hotel, Indigo, Echo, Lima,
think of the
Delta.
word. I was trying to think of the S one, and all I got was Savio Vega. It was not Savio.
Not Savio.
Not Savio. HBK coming out, doing a little build for him.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah, you can't do this. I will say this. Everything that Roman was saying felt like these were for booze.
Yeah.
Like booze on purpose.
Totally not. Nope. Don't believe it. You know what? No faith anymore.
I don't know. It sure as shit felt that way. Booze by design. Who knows?
Vince.
We'll know come
He's mad
WrestleMania.
because they're not supposed to boo him.
But
So terrible.
But then Roman gets run over by Braun on the way back.
And why?
I don't know.
Why?
They're gonna wrestle next week.
Okay, cool.
But
is Roman gonna overcome?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either.
And
So, but you know what? Having Michaels out there does give a weird little bit of legitimacy to it. Like, hey, Undertaker's the one that retired me.
yeah,
This is some serious shit.
I loved Reigns' line. He's like, "So Undertaker retired you. I'm gonna be the one that retires him."
Exactly.
Again, it feels like it's by design. Is it? I don't know.
So that gets me back to what do we have to do to make people boo with the Undertaker? Kidnapping. We're brought it back to kidnapping.
Hey.
He's got to go full ministry. He's got to steal. Remember Roman did that thing with his little girl and he was wearing the mom jeans?
Yeah.
He's got to go kidnap that girl. He's got to kidnap Renee. He's got to kidnap everybody. He's got to kidnap everybody related to the Shield. He's got to take that picture of Seth Rollins' dong, and he's got to take all of it.
Can he kidnap us?
That'd be
Please,
fun.
Daddy, take her.
You know, I'd make a good naked Midian. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
But has there ever been a good naked Midian?
No.
Okay. Just saying. I think you want to see this.
No.
You don't want none?
Keep your clothes on.
You don't want none?
What are you doing?
Something, little dog. And then you had the closing segment with Rollins.
Yes, which we talked about earlier.
And you're buying into that feud?
Yep.
Look at Raw finishing strong.
It's
really
like pretty much
friggin' strong.
There's two things I actually am buying into right now, and it's Rollins and Trips and Reigns and Taker. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Who do you want to win, Reigns or Taker? Reigns or Undertaker? Excuse me. Don't answer. Suspense.
Because I just don't
Think
know.
about it for a week and get back to me on that one.
Let's.
Okay. You ready? You ready to go?
We both apparently have to pee. So it'll be a race to the backyard. Yo, do they want any? Oh.
Hey, we're hashtag Wrestlepals. I'm hashtag Wrestlepal. Nate, you want to get a hold of me at the Nate Project on Twitter. You want to get a hold of Justin? I'm sorry, hashtag Wrestlepal Justin. He's at the Hulkster on Twitter. Yeah, that's for real. Dig us, dig what we're doing, dig the station, dig people just abusing themselves for 24 hours every once in a while on a weekend. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. Throw a friggin' $1 in there. Yeah. And then just ask us for whatever you want. We'll probably do it. I don't
Figure
know
it
why.
out.
We'll get in front of the green screen with whatever the hell you want. Even Spider Hump. I got no problem with the Spider Hump. Was I hitting? Okay, that's beside the point. It's another time, another place. But, yeah. And if, the show Twitter is...
At Wrestlepals RFR.
At Wrestlepals RFR. And can't remember that? Hashtag Wrestlepals. It's the show you're watching. Throw that on there. He will find it. He will find you. He has a certain set of skills. It's pretty much the search bar, and he just types hashtag Wrestlepals. Hey, look, that guy. That's pretty much it. So it's not very menacing or anything, but that's what it is. That was everything, right? Did I do it all? Because I'm just excited to put the video up. That's all. Goddamn hashtag Wrestlepals.
We some southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody.
I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words to AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.